Anyone? Did we write them down? Okay. Okay, well, tell me which ones you remember.
Oh, to watch your words correctly.
Oh, you have to, when you're greeting the person, you first say your name.
Yes, you must say your name, especially with professional phone calls. It's necessary for you to say your name. We'll discuss that a bit more as we go along. What else?
Not speaking very fast as
Don't speak too fast. Take your time and explain. But also don't talk too slowly because the person might fall asleep, yeah?
yes.
What else?
The right words the person can understand.
Use the right professional words. Sound professional on the phone while you're speaking to the other person. And the last one was keep a pen and paper handy. And it doesn't have to be a pen and paper. It can even be, you know, those sticky notes that you open on your screen that you use. Or some people are good with Excel. Some people are better with, some people are good with Word. So as the person gives you the list, some companies have something called CRM. I don't know if you guys have a CRM. Do you? At Q-Sourcing.
We don't.
Okay. Basically, what CRM stands for Customer Relationship Manager, meaning it's a database of all your customers. So when the person starts calling, your customer starts calling, it shows all the details of that person. It shows their name, their number, their, you know, all their biometric information. And then it even keeps a record of the information that you're discussing on that day. So you enter that information. So if ever someone decides to check a record of what that customer did or said, you have a whole record. You can see that this customer maybe was a customer from 2017 or 2010, and they have called 3 times to complain, and they have raised 4 issues. That's most telephone companies have that. So that's why when you call, they'll ask you, the one who, the owner of this number is the one who is calling, yes? And then it shows there the details. Part of doing business means doing business over the phone. I don't think it's possible for us to do business without telephones. It's a very necessary part of what we do. People think it's just a matter of talking, but it's not that simple. There's a protocol that must be followed. If you forget anything that we have said today, please remember this. Treat your callers as a guest. G stands for greeting. What does that mean? Greeting someone. A corporate greeting, if you're writing, Axel, everyone, peace, queen, everyone, write this down. If you forget everything else that we discuss, don't forget this. I'll even give you a moment to write them down. Treat your customers or your people on the phone, your callers, as a guest. G-U-E.S.T. G is for greeting. When you're greeting your customers, especially in the corporate setting, the format is you say your name, the company name, and use a salutation. So for example, if we were calling, if you're calling Q-Sourcing, maybe I'm one of your employees and you call and I say, thank you for calling Q-Sourcing. My name is Dorothy. How may I help you? Thank you for calling Q-Sourcing. My name is Dorothy. How may I help you? Sometimes the phone call might be coming from within the company. Thank you for calling accounting. I know some of you are thinking, really? But yeah, it's professional. And these things, the more you do them, the easier it gets. Thank you for calling accounting. This is Axel speaking. How may I help you? What have we said are the 3 key marks of a good corporate greeting? Repeat for me, anyone who has understood what I have said.
Yeah.
Anyone? What have I said should be in a greeting? One is?
Thank you for calling G.U.E.S.T.S. My name is Axel. And then you.
And then, how may I help you? Or how may I assist you today? In some companies, they actually have a script.
Yes.
We worked with another company just the other day, and we actually created for them a script and put them at their desks so that there is uniformity. Why is a corporate greeting important? Why is it important for us to have a corporate greeting or a uniform one? Why is it important? Is it necessary?
To have a sorry, can you repeat the
An
question?
official greeting, like thank you for calling Q-sourcing. How may I help? My name is John. How may I help you? Why is that important? Why can't we just say hello?
Because then the person might think that they've dialed the wrong number.
Exactly. The person might think that they've reached the wrong company. Maybe they'll think they've called just an uncle or someone. You'll even see someone checking, is this really the right number? When you use the corporate greeting, it helps you identify the company, it helps you identify yourself, it helps you sound professional, it helps build confidence in the person who is calling. It just makes the call more pleasant. Because what ends up happening if you don't say your name, because the person wants to know who they're talking to. They'll say, where am I calling? Who is this? Who am I speaking to? Take that out of the equation automatically and say, my name is Jane, my name is Peace, my name is Lydia. I am calling, and it goes both ways actually. Sometimes when you're calling out from a company, you'll say, hi, my name is, I'm calling you from Q-sourcing. My name is so-and-so. I'm looking for your procurement manager. It goes both ways. Hi, I'm calling from Q-sourcing. My name is John, and I'm calling you about a check that is supposed to be picked. See, so what have I said? Just to repeat, the greeting you must use your name, the company name, and a salutation, whichever it is you will choose. You is to understand. After you have greeted the person, listen to what they have to say. Understanding means not only listening, but it also means asking the right questions. There are different types of questions. There are leading questions, questions that have the answer at the, you already know what the answer is, but you're guiding the person towards the answer that you want. There are rhetorical questions. I think you know which ones rhetorical questions are. Rhetorical questions are the kind of questions that don't require answers. There are hypothetical questions where I ask you to respond based on the situation. There are open-ended questions where there's no correct answer. An open-ended question example is, how have you been? Whatever answer you give me is correct. Then closed-ended questions are the ones which have a specific answer. How many children do you have? 2. How old are you? 21. Which house is yours? House number 21. Those are closed-ended questions. All of these types of questions are ways of helping you to understand the other person. And of course, you need to listen. You need to take a pause and listen. After you have listened, you educate the person. Let them know, okay, so what you're telling me is you wanted to add another order, but you are not able to do so. Okay, this is what I'm going to do. You tell the person, I'm going to call my manager and tell them, give them the solution to whatever it is that they had called. Even if it's a greeting, if they said they were just calling to say hello, you say, okay, we really appreciate that you decided to call us to say hello. We are always looking forward to hearing the feedback from our customers. I'm going to forward the issue to finance. I'm going to forward the issue to sales so that you can get a feedback. Another part of educating is empowering the person to be able to solve the problem themselves in the future. For example, if they called about rectifying something was broken, internet had a problem, you had an internet problem, you tell them, okay, next time this happens, make sure that you call us. Or next time this happens, just take the cable and insert it back into the whatever, into the socket. Or next time this happens, don't hesitate to call our technician. Ask them, is there anything else that I can assist you with? Is there anything else that we can do for you? And then you make sure that you have answered all the questions. Why do we do this? To make sure that next the person, to make sure that the person feels like the service is above and beyond. You've gone the extra mile to assist them. And finally, after you have satisfied them, you go ahead and thank them. Thank you for calling. Have a nice day. Thank you for spending time. Some of you, I'm sure you do those phone calls. They're called Net Promoter Scores. Net Promoter Score is the kind of, it's a survey where you ask the person on a scale of 1 to 10. Have you heard of such? On a scale of 1 to 10, how likely would you be to recommend us to another client? That is the thing called Net Promoter. Thank you for your time and your information. You can use again the company name. Have a nice day. Are we together? Do we have any questions with this this guest? Are we together?
Yes, we are together.
Thank you, please.
Yes.
So now that we have built a skeleton of what a good call should look like, let's look at ways to sound as good as you really are. Number one, alertness. Be alert. If you feel like you're at your desk for too long, stand up. You see, like Purity gave us some time to take a walk. Take some time, get out of your desk. I recommend, how many of you eat at your desk? That's Purity. I know Purity for a fact eats at her desk. Once Purity walks into her office and sits at that desk, chances are the only time she will walk out of that place is to go to the washroom. Maybe, and maybe not even that. Even that, she might wait until the end of the day. Purity and company, that is very unhealthy behavior. I know of companies where it's actually a rule that over lunch hour, you're supposed to stand up from your desk and go somewhere. If your boss comes to the office and finds you at your desk, it can land you in trouble. So over lunch hour, people actually literally leave their desks. It's healthy. It's good for blood flow. It's good to break monotony. It's not healthy to be looking at these this screen for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 hours. I remember there was this program that we used to have that would, it's like an app. You install it on your laptop and it used to tell you after 5 minutes, it tells you, remember to blink. So it tells you, take time and blink. And then it tells you blink 10 times. So you blink 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10. And then it says, well done. In 10 minutes, it tells you, take time and stretch your neck. And then it starts counting. Take 10 seconds to stretch your neck. And then you stretch your neck. And then after 15 minutes after that, it tells you, water is important for hydration. Take some time to drink some water. It does that with you the whole day until the day your shift ends. At some point, it will tell you, stand up from your desk. Just stand up and stretch your hands. And then you stand up and stretch your hands. Well done. Then you sit down like that the whole day. That helps you to stay alert and helps with your circulation. Pleasantness, put a smile on your voice. This is a skill, practice it. I used to work at a call center where someone used to smile. There's this guy who used to smile. He was, those people who are smiling machines. Those people who are always like this. Even when he's upset, he's like, okay, I'm so upset. I really wish you didn't tell me that, but he's smiling. That guy, I remember he joined today. His phone calls used to sound so good. In 2 weeks, the guy was promoted because people used to be so happy with his phone calls just because of how he would sound. He was just a smiling machine. I should look for him. I wonder where he is. I'm sure by now he's gotten married. He was like Axel. Girls used to like him in the office. Senior Axel, am I telling the truth?
Yes, big time.
Girls like,
Really, they just answered.
yeah, you see, I saw it. I saw every time the class. This is the, what is it, 4th class I'm teaching, and every time girls just like Axel. Yeah, there's always that guy in the office who everyone just kind of likes because
He's adorable.
or Axel, can you even
Aw.
John, don't feel bad. You too can be like Axel. You too can experience the joys of
It's
being
too late
loved
for
by
John. It's too late.
You think so? Oh, poor John. Is that true? John, me, I don't believe it's too late. Or maybe he just doesn't want that kind of attention. But every office has that guy. Anyway, pleasantness in your voice. Sound natural and simple, straightforward language. Avoid technical slang all the time, unless it is someone who understands your technical jargon. You know, don't go saying the specs and the USB, and you know, some people don't understand many of those things. I remember, I know someone up to today who doesn't know what an HDMI cable is. I bet there are still some people here who don't know what I'm talking about. Is that possible? Who here does not know what an HDMI cable is? We help them? Okay, good. I was concerned for a moment. Distinctiveness, speak directly into the phone. Use a normal tone of voice. The louder you are, the louder everyone else becomes.
John
Don't shout.
doesn't know.
Sorry?
John doesn't know what's in HDMI.
No. John doesn't know where is an HDMI cable. You're joking. That's a lie. Be your brother's keeper and show him what an HDMI cable looks like. That's not true. John, where are you? Come and defend yourself.
That can't be possible in G.U.E.S.T.S.
Not just in Q-sourcing, in any corporate world these days, you can't miss to know what an HDMI cable is. That would be, even these days, the
laptops.
there is no Sony HDMI. Yes, the laptops, even TVs these days, they only have the HDMI place. Anyway, speak directly into the phone. Use a normal tone of voice. The louder you are, the louder everyone else becomes. Especially, I see your office is open plan. Is it? Where you sit, it's open plan, right?
Yes, it's open.
Yes. Now imagine if all you are doing all day is shouting. We used to work with a girl who used to say, hello. She had a very shrill voice. Hello, I'm saying this and this the whole day. So bad that you would hear her voice on people's calls. Because you know this, the way they say this call will be recorded for quality purposes. So when you listen to the calls later on, you hear her in the background. Hello, how are you? I'm saying that if you said, and so one day they actually called her aside and told her, why are you shouting? She said, that's how I talk. And then they said, stop shouting. Say that again, Axel.
Sorry. Sorry, I was answering what these had asked me. Sorry.
Oh, it's okay. And then when we asked her, she said, I know that my customers, she said, I know my customers really like me. So I don't see the reason why I should stop shouting like that. So in the end, we had to play for her other people's calls for her to listen. And you ask her, do you hear the person in the background who is talking? That is you. You are interfering into other people's calls. So especially because you're in an open plan arrangement. I know sometimes it's everyone is talking at the same time,
Mm.
but it gets to a point you can actually, it becomes white noise. You can actually block people out after a while. Expressiveness, talk at a moderate rate, but vary your voice tone. Don't go too fast, don't go too slow, don't shout. Don't frown, mutter, sound tired. Don't speak in a shrill voice. Hello. Don't speak negatively, meaning don't speak like you're blaming other people for the mistakes. Don't ramble, take responsibility. You're representing the company. Don't stand always try to show him, but he doesn't want to learn. Some people, I don't know where they went to school. Don't do that. You're all a team. Even if truly John doesn't know what an HDMI cable is, you don't hang him out to dry. Do smile. This is the third time I'm mentioning smiling. Can people hear a smile on the phone?
Yes, they can.
They can.
Depending on the way you
People
smile.
can hear
Rwandans are not
emotion.
good at smiling.
Rwandans,
Yeah.
I hope you're saying you said.
Who is that who doesn't know how to smile?
That is John.
John, I want to see your camera.
I'm even smiling right now.
Let me see your face and see how stone face you are. People are really on your case. We've just said that Axel is adorable. Now we want to tell you how beautiful your smile is. Let me see.
John, smile for us.
John, smile for us. Your public is waiting.
Can you sing this?
We're not seeing the camera.
Video.
We want to see the video.
This is John.
He's shy.
Are we seeing him? Me, I can't see him.
Can you sing that?
There he is.
Ah,
On Queen
excellent.
Elizabeth.
Ah, what a handsome fellow. You are you are also very adorable. Please, why don't you tell him those
That
things?
sounds encouraging.
You are. Smile. Someone can tell your voice. Someone can tell your mood. You know, sometimes, especially those of us who are called by our mothers sometimes, and she says, why are you have you eaten? Why are you sounding like you are not okay? People can hear it over the phone. Speak clearly and concisely, be straight to the point, be excited, be enthusiastic, lower the pitch of your voice. Why do we lower the pitch of our voice? Lower sounds better than high. Lower means, it's like the way, I don't know if you have radio stations where you are. Can you compare the person on radio in the morning with the person at night? The person at night usually talks like this. We certainly hope that you had a nice day today. Just sit back and relax and enjoy the music. We know that you really had your boss might have been on your case, but that's not happening today. Today we're just listening to smooth jazz. So and so, you've sent a message, we acknowledge you. You know, that's how they talk. On the radio. But the ones in the morning, if you are Kenyan, you know, if you are Kenyan, there are those radio presenters in the morning who are always shouting. You know, why? Because in the morning, you want people to get excited and enthusiastic. Now, with you on the telephone, especially in the official sense, you have to be enthusiastic, but have a low pitch at all times. This is why many call centers and many places that use the phone tend to have women, because they believe women tend to have a smooth, low tone. Not always. I know of men who also sound very nice. There's one of my students the other day, you know, the way you're calling a register, you're calling the register, and then he says, present, miss. I said, hey, young man, go into radio. You're wasting your talent. Because he just sounded very nice. Talk in a positive mood, listen, and discuss. Okay? Let's paint a mental picture. Write P.I.C.T.U.R.E. like that. The way you wrote guest, write picture. P, the first P here is for pitch. I've just said low carries better and is also more pleasant. I means inflection. Inflection means using your voice to express your ideas or your moods. If you're excited, let your voice express it. If you're sad, let your voice express it. Don't just speak the whole way. Let your voice climb and fall where needful. The next C is for courtesy. If you are courteous in real life, of course you have to be, just the way you expect courtesy in real life, you also require courtesy over the phone. T is for tone. Many times it's not what you say, but how you say it. Some of you can be saying something very nice, but you sound like you're spitting venom. Some of you can be spitting venom and insulting someone, but your voice is very calm. You know of such people? Someone is telling you how ugly you are, how ugly your clothes are, but they're not shouting. So you even get confused. Am I hearing what I think I'm hearing? You are. It's just that some people are just, hey, I usually use the example of my sister. My sister is a lawyer. I don't think I have ever had my sister raise her voice. But my sister, if she starts, breaking you down, like she'll come and say, what outfit is that you're wearing? Why is it like that? Looks very ugly. That's the best you could do, you know? And then you want me to walk with you dressed like that. She's not shouting, hey, your legs are big. How do you manage to walk with those legs? And your face looks like an accident. That's how my sister talks. She does not shout. Now, as you're processing what she's saying, your blood starts boiling. You're like, what is this person actually telling me? Then you'll raise your voice. You'll say, who do you think you are to talk to me like that? She'll say, calm down. We weren't shouting. See, we are just talking. Just calm down. You see, look at how you're behaving like you are not refined, like you never went to school. Calm down. We're just talking. So it makes it even worse. You know what I mean? Such people. U is for understand. We've mentioned it before. Understand, make sure whatever you say makes sense and you're not just rambling about nothing. R, rate of speech should be adapted to personality. The way you speak to a child is not the same way you speak to a grown-up. It's not the same way you speak to an old man or an old woman. Some people need for you to slow down, and some people need for you to pick it up. And then the final E is enunciate. Clear enunciation helps avoid misunderstanding. Enunciating is the correct way to say words. Every word has its correct way to speak. Let's discuss good listening as we want of telephone etiquette. Yeah. So limit your talking. When you're talking, say what is needful. You can talk and listen at the same time. You can't talk and listen at the same time. Don't interrupt the other person when they are talking. I'm personally a talker, so sometimes I have to catch myself and slow myself down and listen. So don't interrupt. Concentrate on what they're doing. Some of you, let me give you a tip to concentration. Some of you, if I come to your desk right now, you have so many things on your desk. I want one of you to show me your desk. Axel, show me your desk. Either Axel or Lydia or Queen or Peace. I want to see your desks. Today, everyone has run away from me. Lydia, are you there?
Yes. I'm here.
Are you at your desk?
I'm not at my desk.
Oh yeah, you're the
No,
one who
I'm
said
not.
you were going for a funeral. Sorry about that. John, can I see your desk?
Let me use Queen's. use this one to see. Can you see?
This must be the cleanest desk in the world.
I really want to see those desks. Why am I asking about your desk? How your desk is? The more cluttered your desk is, the more it's difficult it is to concentrate. Some of you.
Have you seen
Huh?
the desks?
Oh yeah, that's nice. Very nice. Good for
There are
you.
even
Hey, this
some
is
cups.
For Queen
John's
Elodie.
desk.
John's desk.
Let me see. And Axel.
Mine is
Axel, do you stay on that
It
desk
was
normally?
Nice.
Or you are visiting?
yes.
No, you
I
don't
was
know.
visiting in a short while. I was visiting, but I used to visit when they moved me here. But when I got used to it, and I got to like it.
Also, it's because Axel is so loved by these girls. If he leaves something on the desk, the girls carry them away.
They come and organize.
You see,
No
your
way.
desk,
No way.
Peace. Wow, you're such a pretty girl. Let me see you, Peace.
they
I
are
want
out
to see
here.
your desk.
Thank you. This
Ah,
is my desk.
very nice. See, that's the way it's supposed to be. I have seen some people's desks. They have pictures of their cats and their dogs and their wife and their children. And then they have flowers and this, that. And then they have books and novels to show people how much they read. And then they have calculators and, even their phones. I don't understand people who have 3, 4 phones. What are you doing with 4 of these? I don't get it. I know of, there's so many things. There's a water bottle, there's a glass, it's too much. The more clutter you have, the more concentration, the less the concentration will be. And it also just makes you look bad. If someone comes and they look at your desk, they're wondering, who is this who sits here? Yes, take notes as much as possible. Remember that lady said, have a note, a pen and a paper handy. Take notes. I mean, just as a professional, that's why you're usually given diaries. At Q.E.S.T.S, do you have diaries? Do you? Are you given? This is mine for where I work. It has my name up here. Do we have diaries?
No.
Yes, we
You
do.
don't? Let's pray for 2021. If it's good, then as God blesses Accurex, one day, maybe 21, 22, we'll have diaries and we will give you. I'm speaking to my boss now. Yes, Purity?
I've had that loud and clear.
Very good. Why are we usually, as professionals, why is it important for you to have a pen and a paper? Because it's important for you to jot down things. As a person who wants to grow to be great, I'm told people like Richard Branson and stuff, people like those ones, they even have a pen and a paper besides their desk, their bed. Because sometimes you'll dream and you'll wake up and you'll have such a brilliant idea, you need to write it down before you forget it. How many of you do that? Have a pen and paper beside your bed? Some of you, the moment you hit the pillow,
take it tonight.
It's important. Some of the great inventions, there's this lady who she's written some TV series. Her name is Shonda Rhimes. I don't know if you've heard of her. She wrote Grey's Anatomy. Yeah, she wrote Grey's Anatomy. She wrote How to Get Away with Murder, Scandal. Those of you who watch those series.
Private Practice.
Private Practice, very good. And it ended. I wish it had, Private Practice should have continued for some time. She says sometimes the stories that she writes and they become the shows we see. She dreams about them and she writes them down. So she has all this doodling about on her books. Everywhere she is, there's always something to write on. So as a professional and as someone who is going to make it in the world, because all of us are going to make it in the world, like Axel, amen?
Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Yes. Since all of us are going to be great and we are all going to make it one day, let's start practicing that, writing down, jotting things down as we go along. Listen for ideas, not just words. Get the whole picture and not just isolated bits and pieces. And then use interjections. Let's look at this and then we shall wind up at that point. Putting callers on hold. Do we put people on hold sometimes?
Yeah.
Yes. There are 3 steps. Remember this. First of all, ask the person for permission to put them on hold. Because maybe they're in a hurry, maybe they don't have airtime. Tell them, do you mind if I put you on hold while I ask my supervisor for assistance? If he says, no, I'm a bit busy, you'll say, okay, is it okay if I call you back after I resolve the issue? So always ask permission before putting the person on hold. And then after you have put them on hold, when you get back, ask them, tell them, thank you for holding. Say, I'm back, thank you for holding. And then the third parties now proceed and tell them whatever it is that you are supposed to do. So what have I said? How long should you keep a person on hold? 60 minutes. Anything more than 60, not 60 minutes, 60 seconds. 1 minute. My God. 60 seconds. 60 seconds. Ooh, 60 seconds. 1 minute. Anything beyond that, and even 60 seconds is a lot. I want to say even 30, but 60 seconds maximum. Anything beyond 60 seconds, every 60 seconds you come back and say, hello, Mr. So-and-so, are you still there? I'm still resolving the issue. Do you still mind holding? Yes, I'll still hold. Okay, keep holding. You go back, resolve whatever it is, then you come back and tell them what the resolution is. That is the proper process of putting a person on hold. Fine. Yeah, I think that's it for now. Someone is asking a question.
It's Lydia. I think her phone is about to go off.
Okay, sawa. Any questions? I think we can end on that note. I don't think these days people transfer calls as much. I'm not aware that people transfer calls as much. Thank you, Lydia. God bless. Travel safely.
Yes.
Keep social distance.
Thank you.
Corona
Thank you so
is out
much.
to
Bye-bye.
get us. All right, bye.
Yes, thank you. Okay.
All right. See you, Lydia. Hope to talk to you soon. She's gone.
She's gone.
All right.
Maybe in conclusion, when you're transferring the call, just make sure that you send it directly to the person and tell the person who you're transferring it to if you transfer it. But I don't think in Q-sourcing there's transferring of calls as much. I would not imagine. So on that note, I want to thank you for your time. It's always a pleasure to come and talk to you guys. You're I don't even have words. You're the best. Kudos.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Dorothy, for that. I will take any questions if there are before we close.
Any questions?
Comments? How was the session? Queen Elodie?
Oh, I don't know.
It's been a long day. You look tired.
It looks like.
I don't know what happened today, but I'm kind of exhausted.
Tired.
Yeah. No, the training was very good. It's I think for us sometimes we happen to have problems with issues with emails, you know.
Yeah.
Issue of not replying instantly to clients. And you find that we get remarks almost once in 2 weeks, and it's not good from our supervisors. And I remember one day I had an issue using the exclamation marks. Now, I didn't know, I think it was, I had not paid attention. So I was exchanging emails with a client for recruitment, and I used exclamation marks. I mean, it was involuntary. So what happened is that the person wrote to Stephen
Oh dear.
at the back on the WhatsApp and is like, okay, does Queen know what's the meaning of exclamation mark? It seems like it's, oh my goodness. When Stephen talked to me, I was like, okay, what is this? So I had to apologize. Now I knew the real meaning of exclamation marks in the email. Ever since then, I forgot about that one.
That's
So,
good.
no, it's good. It's good because it shows us somewhere where we lack and what we can do better. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for that. Axel, anything? Give us closing remarks.
Thank you very much for this session. I've now, because most of the time Stephen is the one who taught me to reply all the messages. Because sometimes I would like, I would reply. I mean reply all. I would reply like and put and copy him only, and then he was like, "Why didn't you copy the others?" I'm like, because I'm trying to explain myself, but because he's the boss, I can't say much. But I guess I'll have to now to be explaining myself. But the reason why I'm not replying to all, I'm replying specifically to him, maybe it's because the information concerns only him. So I learn how to, as in how to cope with it, not reply everything on the phone call as well. I'm used to, because usually it's Queen and Peace who take phone calls. So I'm used to them. Uh, I'm used to, whenever I pick the call, whenever they're not in the office, I pick the call by saying Q.S.T.S aloud. I don't mention my name. So from now on, I'll be now mentioning my name as well for
Awesome.
better interactivity between me and the caller. Yeah. So far, that's it. Thank you very much, Dorothy. It's a pleasure having you as a lecturer. Every time you're the lecturer, everyone is happy and attends.
Oh, that's so very nice. You made my day. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you as
Awesome.
well.
Where's Peace?
Yes, Purity.
How was the training?
The training was so interesting because it was about the thing we use every day, life of ours. So it was so interesting. I learned many things. And the trainer, personally, I like her very much.
Oh.
Awesome.
So today, I didn't know about treating callers as guests. It's a new thing I learned. So like greeting, maybe I could call someone and just tell him what I want from him or her. And then about the emails, we usually do that thing of reply all, mostly all of us. So we are going to work on it. So that's the things I learned.
Awesome. Thank you, Peace. Lastly, but not least, is John.
The training was awesome. I think it's the best, the training of the month, if I may say. But sure, there's some things that you find someone doesn't take
We are
sometimes
losing you,
ignore it,
John.
but like training has been giving this thing. Oh, sorry. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
I was saying that this training is trying to remind us about most of the things that you find sometimes we ignore, we don't take time about considering them as serious when they are. It was really very good and interesting training. Thank you very much, and for sure that was a very interesting training, and also the trainer is a very talented trainer, if I may say. I appreciate. Murakoze cyane.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you so much.
All right, I think that marks the end of this session for today. Thank you so much again, Dorothy, for being able to come in and help us on this topic of email and phone etiquette. So until next time, I think, or I just hold on a second. I see when the next class will be. It must be, oh, it's next week on Monday. You remember there's a class we went halfway for decision making. What was it? Delegation, coordination, and control. We did delegation. So Monday we are doing 1 hour from 4 p.m. Kigali time. So 4 to 5 p.m. we'll do coordination and control. Then the rest of the topics will follow throughout the week. So have a very good week, rest of the week. Also enjoy your weekend. See you next week. Bye-bye. Adios.
Bye,
Bye.
Chris. Bye, Dorothy.
Bye-bye,
Bye.
guys. Bye.